Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat, and today it is an hour and 24 minutes before the first of the Valor Flash events takes place. This is, of course, the Wrestlemania weekend, and as you can see here, I am very, very close to leveling up to Wrestlemania 41 rarity. I just need just around 10,000 points in order to get there, and I'm going to show you a method for how you can sneak your way through campaign mode even if you can't win. So as you can see here, I was taking on Thea Hale. I couldn't complete this one because it's toughness and charisma, and I think I was using females, which my females just aren't good enough at the moment. There is my females. You can see that we've got the dual Rhea Ripley, the dual Alexa Bliss. We've got the singular boom Alexa Bliss here, but it wasn't enough. We're using the Royal Rumble 25 Becky Lynch for that one, and we couldn't do the Thea Hale, which was all power, largely because my equipment, if we look at my equipment here, there you can see toughness, charisma, speed, charisma, speed, speed. The Papa Shango is the only power one that we've actually got so far. The rest of them toughness, speed, charisma, and then after that I'm going back to Royal Rumble 25 elbow pads, and I've only got one of those, and then we've got a second one there that isn't aligned. It doesn't have the maximum stats on it, so it wasn't possible for me to do that. So what do I do instead? Well, we only need 1,680 stars in order to get the next reward, and the next reward is going to be an F1 Wrestlemania 41 card. So I would very much like that. That would help out a lot. And if I level myself up to level 41, I can then potentially start pulling WrestleMania 41 cards off of not only the draft board, but the rarity draft pick as well. So I started just going ahead and just either using a super move to guarantee one victory out of 3 so that I can keep going, or making sure that I can win one match. Now this one here is toughness and charisma. Now for stage 60, I am looking at the little thing here, and it seems like the first one is going to be a female solo charisma match, then it's going to be a male solo toughness, and then it's going to be a male tag toughness. Now the only one of that I can actually win is one male toughness, and we're going to be relying on Big Andre the Giant here to get us this one last star. As you can see, the stats of the opponents are significantly higher than mine. I can't actually edit my... Well, I can edit the Roman Reigns now. No, I can't, because he's in the Performance Center. He's in the Performance Center getting his Cage Fighter done up. And the same with the Wendy Richter. I can't edit her stats because she is in the Performance Center getting her 100 matches. So it does lock me out of a lot of things for up arrow, and even if it didn't, I wouldn't be able to fully 3-star all the way through Seth Rollins anyway, not at this moment. So we're instead just going to focus on winning one match. So let's go in here. I'm going to take on Seth freaking Rollins. And if all goes well, we should be WrestleMania 41 by the end of this match, and before our very first Valor event. So let's put in Wendy Richter, because at least it helps towards our 100 matches. And then this is our single toughness. So we're going to use our best toughness. We've got the toughness guitar. We're also using the toughness support. We're using the best toughness equipment, and we're going to put in Andre here. And 63,000 with a double underhook suplex. Does indeed win. And then lastly is tag toughness. Well, we cannot win this one, so we'll just put in Roman Reigns and Axiom. The opponent is going to use their equipment, yes, their guitar there. I think there's a lot of these that I can win just later on, once I can start swapping out equipment and such. But at the moment, all I needed to do was get 1 star. You can't say I didn't warn you, there we are. But 1 star is all we needed. And you can see now that the reward is active. So let's go ahead and claim this and see. We've got a train up plus plus. And again. And it's Damian Priest. There we are. That is going to be our first fortified one of the WrestleMania 41 tier, which is absolutely fantastic to have El Campeon. And it is a manager Maurice, which is plus charisma to the deck, and that's a WrestleMania 41 manager, which is absolutely huge. And that is a pro as well. And of course, we've got the F1, and that does give us more than enough experience to level up. And do we not get a thing for reaching level 41? There we go. That's what I want to see. WrestleMania 41 increased rarity. And these are some huge, huge pulls. We're going to lock these ones down, of course. And let's go ahead and grab our wonderful rewards here. Not only that, but we also, because we've now reached WrestleMania 41 tier, we get this level up reward, which gives us the World Champion Gunther as well. My goodness, we're going to screenshot that. And that's going to give us some more experience. Lock that one down. And let's go into our combinables. So we are going to combine our manager Maurice, which is 6,426 to charisma to the entire deck. So yes, we're going to combine the two of those, which is now over 7,000 charisma to the deck. And of course, that's going to give us more experience as well. And now let's go ahead and combine our El Campeon, Damian Priest, who will of course be taking on the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre, at WrestleMania. And we are going to fortify him as well. And of course, because he's level 100, he will go up to level 65. And there we are. That is very, very strong. Let's go into trainable, make sure that everything is all locked down. So we do still have this. We've got some of the old style cards, which guarantees maxes things because they're from the old times. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. We've also got things like this that we just no longer need anymore. In fact, I think we're going to probably use one of these on Damian Priest. It brings him up to level 105. He still needs a little bit more. And we're going to do the same with Maurice. We're not going to use any of the big special ones yet. Not just yet. In fact, before we do that, let's go into our draft board. Because you can see that our draft board now is changed to WrestleMania 41. And we should get a WrestleMania 41 card off of this as well. And it is the Master of the Pulverizer. It is, of course, the Prime Minister himself, the Maverick Ayo Logan Paul. My goodness, what a card to pull as our WrestleMania 41 freebie. And he, of course, will be fighting AJ Styles, the Phenomenal One, at WrestleMania in a what is largely a no-reason match, it seems. I don't think there is anything on the line. But that will also give us some experience, and let's go ahead and lock down the Maverick. And we're just going to go ahead and dust the rest of those cards that aren't Logan Paul. And there we are. So we've already managed to get a decent headway into WrestleMania 41 so far. We're doing significantly better than what I expected we would by this stage. So I am very, very quite pleased. Let me see if we can find a cool image for Damien. Yeah, I think that's the one I'm going to go with. Also, very interesting that I've got Judgment Day members, or former Judgment Day member Damian Priest, and of course current Judgment Day member Finn Balor. And then we've got the World Champion Gunther, we've got the OTC Roman Reigns, and we've got Big Logan Paul as well, which is very, very nice to see that we've got such fantastic cards. I quite like the look of that one. That one's pretty cool. And Gunther with a bit of a smirk, which is something that you don't normally see. You know, I think I may actually keep the... Yeah, I think that's actually the one that we're going with. Yeah, I think that is what is happening. So there we go, folks. We managed to make it to Wrestlemania 41 in just over 24 hours. I was trying to level up within the first day of Valor being there, but we have now successfully managed to get to WrestleMania 41. This is still saying Valor. Oh my goodness. We need to change that. We need to upgrade it somehow, in some way. I wonder if I can. Even if I can, it doesn't really matter. It is what it is. And in an hour and 13 minutes, we will be beginning the first event of this new tier. This is going to be, I believe, the first and only Valor card. It's going to be Crush. So you're going to get a dual card. You're going to get a Valor card, and then you're going to get the Valor event card, which is Crush. Then the Heroic side, you're going to get another dual card, another Valor card, and then the Heroic upgrade. And then that's going to be a flash event, so it will only last for 2 days. And then after that, it is going to be, let me just check here. After that will be War Games, and that will also be a flash event. And then Giants Unleashed, I think, is going to be our first WrestleMania 41 event card. So it'll be interesting to see what that looks like. And also, if we look over here into the Superstore, you can see that the John Cena and Bianca Belair Elimination Chamber cards only last for another 6 days and 23 hours. So in 7 days from now, those will upgrade, and I don't know whether they'll upgrade to Valor cards or if they'll upgrade to WrestleMania 41 PLE cards. I am unsure, but I am interested to find out. You can see that I've got 104,000 super coins, and that, for some reason, prevents me from playing these because you've got a maximum number of super coins. I can still do wild, I can still do campaign mode, I just can't do any PvP. And it looks like the WrestleMania 41 watch party has just started. So what I will be doing for that is I will be doing a live stream, and we will be discussing all of the matches all together to try and determine who is going to win each individual match at WrestleMania. And then I'll be locking in the ones that I feel most confident in, and I'll be advising you guys as well as to what I think you guys should pick, so that you can get the maximum possible rewards off of guessing all of the correct opponents, or the correct wrestlers that are going to win their matches. And with that said, folks, that is going to be it for this little video, and I really hope you've all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.